Oh, hello, everyone. Come on, that's not even that late. I'm not even that late. What does this one look like? Man, my green screen, you can even see some of my my closet life. Oh, heavens. Heavens to Betsy, everyone. I didn't think Plan Downtown a little bit was gonna win the poll so hard. Because that's going to be a lot of just tinkering and thinking. Calling it now, he'll accidentally wipe out a district or two. Guys, give me a little bit of whatever, some... come on. Okay, we're going to Plan Downtown. Man, that's going to be a lot. Oh, build out suburbs is gaining steam. Tinkering and thinking is the best part. So essentially, like, yeah, but is it the most watchable part? I'll tell you what I have planned with it already. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable day-night for right now, and then we'll do some day-night after. And then I got it, and then I'm going to give me a second. I'm going to turn it back. Day and night visuals. Oh, yeah, we don't want. Okay, show it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. We're good. Now I gotta introduce you to the town so you can see where it's been, etc. Okay. Plan Downtown still a little bit. Okay, but first of all, here intro time. We're back with a morning stream. This morning for me, it's like afternoon for you guys. Albert says, I do like City Skylines. We love Albert. I'm just sitting here playing Bannerlord. I love inventory management. Oh, I haven't played Bannerlord in a while. It's similar to Anno 117 recently, which has been just crushing my brain. Just way too addicted. Bannerlord was one of those ones where I was just like very, very addicted. Welcome back to the morning streams. Welcome back to a little, what did we call this? New Beanswick. Now, New Beanswick has various issues, but not all of them. Like the recent Ice Flake takeover, I'm sure most of you know about the City Skylines 2 drama. A lot of the recent developments in the game have been done by a new studio, and the game is running very smoothly, if not making my life a little easier. It's making me feel like I'm better at the game. Now, okay, what are some issues with the game with New Beanswick? Here it is as a whole. Realism. I really want to push realism. That's kind of been my goal to learn how to do in this game. It's 1850 in the UK. We're Canadian and we're too close to America, and we've started using, like, I don't understand 24-hour time, even though I'm in the film world, in that industry. It's all 24 hours, but I'm like, what, 18? It's 6:50 in the UK. It's dinner time, and it's Sunday, so that means you're having a Sunday roast, aren't you? Vampy's having a Sunday roast. Anyway, so realism is what I've been going for, and I think there have been some areas that are more successful than others. This area, Rinden, I think RG named this, didn't he? Rindfleischenkettering is not one of them. It's not very realistic looking, and I think I need to rearrange this area here so we can have some of these tall buildings go out this way so it doesn't look like just one distinct row of houses, and then have the more European, like, row housery come down to the water here, and then build a little bit of like a fishing village out and around here, and I think that'll look quite nice. Laney says, you make more progress than I do. I'm rubbish at roads, and then it just turns into a giant traffic jam. Yeah, well, so this is the thing, though. By the way, I don't know if you've played it in a while, but Ice Flake has done... You can actually see the remnants of my old planning. You can see the remnants of my old planning. Like, look at... Like, this area here, all of this infrastructure, this turned into one-ways. I was trying to manage the traffic around this intersection. However, Ice Flake came along, and they were... Oh, I gotta get some, like, lights on in here. It's not a very good look. My remote doesn't work. There we are. Let's get that light on. Let's turn this light on here. Let's get some lights going. That's a little too much light on my bald head, so we'll turn it like that. There we go. That's nice. And this one's dead, so we'll charge it up a little bit. These are my little lights that I have that I kind of like jazz up my view with. You had a tapas Sunday dinner. Let there be light. There literally are. I have 4 of these. There are 4 lights. Iceflake has been doing good work. Agreed. Someone settled a stalemate in the poll. Oh, it did become a stalemate. Build out the suburbs, eh? That I didn't see. I thought it was going to be some little town along the highway was going to be the thing. Okay, so pre-Iceflake, look at this. They put out the bikes DLC, and I had to build so much bike infrastructure. The bikes were bonkers. Like, the streets were packed with bikes. Now, it's rare to see bikes. I wouldn't need all this infrastructure, bike infrastructure. Look how much work I did on this area to try to get bikes over. I was basically just trying to bridge the divide on either side of this main road. It was a mess. You can still see the remnants of my battle. However, I do like it. I'm not going to get rid of it now. I would like to see a few more bikes. Like, there's one. I'm telling you, it used to be, like, literal, like, look at this little intersection I had to make. It was, like, traffic jam of bikes. So the Iceflake comes along, and they refactor all the crowds and all of the not lane math, I guess, like, in terms of how everybody stacks. There's still some stacking issues, but you can see that they're making slightly smarter decisions overall. But there's also just not that many of them, and I do think that's because I only have a population of 29,000. So now the traffic more accurately reflects the fact that I don't have a very big city. Build Out Suburbs is now eked out into the lead. That is also a surprise. I guess I don't know what I have no idea what I was planning on doing. But I'll briefly talk about the downtown a little bit so that everybody gets a vibe of what was happening here. So I've built this new interchange that connects everybody, the suburbs and everything down into this area. It's a bit spaghetti, but I am proud of it because it has flow, and I do like that. Like, this reminds me of something you might see in my hometown of Calgary. Calgary. Whoa. Hello, camera. So anyway, this road is going to then feed into downtown. This highway will feed into and have an intersection about here into downtown. And then I want to fill in this area and square it off a little bit for a port. I don't know if it's going to be a deep water port. It's a very protected port if you think about it. This little island here, which will develop someday, actually does keep the port fairly safe. So I do think this is a nice spot for a port, and it's also downtown. Like, I think what makes sense about downtowns is first of all, they need to be near water. Preferably the ocean, but that's not how cities around the world work. You put them where you have to, but definitely near water. And they have to have some sort of a port. So, because it has to have a history, right? It has to look like this area built up around some sort of industry. Otherwise, they just decided to plot buildings here, which is the reality. And then also to get ready for that, I've been building out this area, the suburbs here. And I would love to, I don't know if I can get to it today, but this division here, this subdivision, I want to fill all this in with suburbs and make it a little less. There's something about this road that's made the suburbs not as, I think once this part is filled in, it'll look less like a fan because that doesn't feel as realistic to me. Build Out Suburbs is now losing in the poll, or not losing in the polls, but losing a bit of ground. It's back down to 47%. Dude, elections are so great as far as what to do on the stream. A river surrounded by lots of trees. I can't imagine what kind of industry they started with. Yeah, I mean lumber, yeah. Let's go check in on our various industries here. The RG Wildlife Management Area is doing pretty good. It's always been healthy. Again, it's a realism thing, though. I don't think you'd have a lumber, wildlife management area. But I think what I need to do is move RG's industries out into the boonies. They need to be chopping these trees down because you wouldn't, it's right near town. I don't think you'd necessarily have a logging industry that close. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm right. I think you wouldn't have it this close. But what we could do is turn this into a wildlife refuge, have a little path down into the middle and some camping stuff or something. I think there's camping DLC or something. I have a lot of mods, which is good and bad. Both good and bad. But for those of you who are playing the game, I got... look at all these fun things. Old Ferry, Spin Vista Park, larger lighthouse. Cool. Got to get a lighthouse built out at some point. I think these are new. No, some of these are... I know. I've known about these. I know about these. Anyway, the point is, If you've been playing the game before, and if you are playing the game, I gotta tell you, the mod, so far the mod of the year, the mod of the century is called Platter, and we're gonna get into that as we build out our suburbs. What you'd see back in the day is they'd chop a bunch of trees down near a river, dump it in the river, and have lumber processing site at the bottom of it. Oh, that's where I live, Vancouver. You could, depends on the wood and grow times. Lots of times those kind of industries get placed well outside of town, but then the town becomes a city and it grows closer. Yeah, and that's kind of what has happened. Because however many episodes ago, this, like, Sunny Ridge hadn't even been built yet. All of this was nothing. Brightwater Mills was not the size that it is. Let's get a bit of music going. Let's turn it down, though. We like a bit of music. You tell me how the audio is. That's pretty good. But anyway, Iceflake has done a great job of the update. It really looks like this is now 29,000 people. This looks like a bit of a bigger city than 29,000. However, the traffic isn't like blistering and crushed. Any mod recommendations? RG, lol. Me or Vampy, great mods. Okay, that was good. I do like that. Sinister Plank recommends better bulldozer, move it, network nodes, and so many must-use mods. I mean, the population is representative, not accurate. Yeah, it's exactly. But what I will say is that I feel, based on the universe of the video game, I feel that I'm in a 29,000 person town rather than like this was crammed. Like traffic would wrap around this road all the way up. Now, traffic does get bad in some of our small towns like Kelowna, but I don't know how many people are in Kelowna. I think it's almost like a few 100,000 maybe. I have a whole ass paper mill with... yeah, that's true. A whole ass paper mill with 12 people, yeah. I don't even have a paper mill. Like, that's the thing. My lumber industry needs to build out, and I think it needs to be out here. Because obviously there's some train stuff. Again, this could look more realistic. This isn't that realistic. This whole area, this kind of sucks. But the realism is pretty good here. This like farmland is good, but it causes a lot of problems. Better bulldozer. I don't know. Yeah, see, it doesn't have... I haven't been able to find the one that deletes these assets. I can delete the fences, but I can't delete these barn props. So they end up just building out. The only way to avoid that is you need to make... I think they're chicken farms. No, grain. I believe grain doesn't have... Yeah, so livestock will spawn little mini buildings, which is good, obviously, whatever. However, you don't want... Yeah, you want grain if you want to do this design here, which was, I forget the person that showed us this design. City Planner Plays, maybe? So anyway, I'm going to keep doing that out into this area, the farmland. There's a mod that disables those growable sub-assets. I guess I could get that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could use it, because the sub-buildings are a miss. Something that Iceflake should maybe look into is like the farms have always been an issue in this game, farmland. I think they could do better. I think they could make the farms larger and give the sub-buildings spawn. I mean, I'm wondering if you really just need to make the sub-buildings spawn around the main building if there's room. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a simple rule to start with. Start with that. Because this is not realistic. You wouldn't have this out in the middle of the farm, and you wouldn't have like tilled earth right up to the edge of the thing. You know what I mean? It's all very weird. The farm buildings are, yeah, I think they're fine for the majority of people. What's fine for the majority of people? Anyway, then there's my mine, which I did some. There you have the new paintables that Iceflake released. Honestly, they've been doing a great job. They really have. Here it is, this stuff. So this is in-game. Texture paint tool. And then I can just erase that. What was I using? I was like using this dirt. Yeah, that's nice. And you can play with it, obviously. But like the textures just look a lot nicer. This definitely looks more like a strip mine down here, so that's nice. I'm feeling really good about that. RG, yes, Iceflake is the new developer of CS2. Basically, was it Paradox? Is that who it is? sort of like handed the reins over. So I think there was some like internal drama, perhaps, and some level of like, you know, who was it before? The main guys, the people that invented the game. They were welcomed to take a back seat for a bit. Paradox, they kicked Colossal Order. That's what it is, yeah. Lindenwicker got back into playing Bannerlord pretty hard. I'm currently clan tier 5, max tier 6. And I'm still a merc for Britannia. Leader of the faction keeps getting captured, so I can't become a vassal. That's all. I mean, yeah, I got to play that game again. All right, let's wrap up this poll here. Build out the suburbs. What time is it now? 11. All right, let's do... Okay. Start a timer for an hour and a half. 1 hour and a half, guys, and then I've got to go be a parent. I feel like CO were doing their best, but they weren't making the right choices. I would agree with that. And also, like, respect on their name for the thing that they've made. The game itself is extraordinary. And I agree. Sinister Plank, basically, you're exactly, yeah, you're nailing the analysis here. We wouldn't have anything without them, but it did need a new set of eyes. Now, this has not turned out the way I wanted it to. I am open to feedback and thoughts, but essentially, I mean, I just don't like these assets. Looks weirdly a little too fake. This one at least looks a little better. Those are good. That's a little store, so I like that. That definitely looks like you're going to see that along the river. Great. Decent. Great.
Solid,
decent.
Shut up. We got a new member.
I see. Monsters has been a member for 44 months. I owe you so much more than I am possibly giving you. UK low density is peak. Absolutely. Look at these. And I know they're like, oh, this is UK low density. It's like that would be in Canada. I would see that in Canada. But anyway, this area, yeah, the suburbs, I'm just like, I mean, look at that. Come on, how do you not like how the suburbs is coming along? And this is a very Canada/North America suburbs. Heavy on the trees. You got your mountains right in the background. I mean, this is like deep in the mountains, like interior type suburbs. Not so many different like building parcels. It's very master planned as opposed to like small little ones. Lynn says, hey, look, it's Colorado. Yeah. Cinderplank says, well, lots of UK architecture in the British colony that is Canada. I mean, yeah, that's true. It's true. Laney, I feel like the name for the last developers was a bit on the nose for the second game. It definitely turned into a Colossal Order to get the game functional. I know, Colossal Order should be put in charge of Star Citizen. So this area here, not very realistic. We can just fill it in with trees, but what I've been trying to experiment with is like, what does this look like? The other thing I've been doing is like these, like little, like features, rather than just building it out. What does this look like if I take, what is this, texture paint? Let's brush size down here. A little too, I mean, it's not bad. But what if I did like a long here? Yeah, that's not working, is it? But you know what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to learn, or am I trying to not learn? I feel like this area would be pretty dead. This area would be pretty dead. Oh, I saw somebody use invisible paths and then this ground texture to like create desire paths, and it's fantastic, and I want to do that. You mean Store Citizen? Says, nah, it's Colossal Order too nice to run a literal scam. Give it to Rockfish, we get Everspace 3 early. All great points, all great comments. Listen, you're lucky Istvan's not here right now, because Istvan and I don't feel that it's a scam. We keep... Oh, Istvan is here!
Shut up! We got a new member!
RG received a gift membership. TK, Kuinigu, Dark Knight, The Diaz Darkness, Vertice, Kabuto.
Solid, shut up! We got a new member!
RK, JK, and Red Mist 19 have all received memberships. Isvan says, oh no, I do feel that it's a scam.
Solid, shut up! We got a new member!
We got a new member indeed. Oh, heavens. Legally, Star Citizen is approaching scam tech. I think it's... You're green again, RG. I think you're not wrong.
We got a new member.
Is there a shortcut for the eyedropper tool? I? No. E? No. I wish there was a shortcut. I could probably deal with that later. But what I want to do here is copy this.
Shut up. We got a new member.
And I want to ideate where this thing should go, because we're going to get going on the suburbs here. What is the slope? What are we at?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Well, that's too much, so let's decrease that. Yes, the shut up train is well alive here.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Oh, Istvan, what would we do without you? I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill the guy. Can I talk long-term plans with you guys?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Would you be available to hear me out on that, on my long-term plans? I'm talking with City Skylines, not with,
Solid,
like,
shut up. We got a new member.
What is this train line up to, right? Well, it's a big train line.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware. City Skylines. I mean, StreamYard? Streamlabs?
Shut up.
Whatever.
We got a new member.
I almost need to pull it this way. Do I want the SkyTrain to be going through the suburbs? That's the real question. Malvina Meadows. That's what we have. That's what we're dealing with here. Oh, look at this little area, by the way. Come on. Dude, I love suburbs. So we need to think about this. We need to think about what we're going to do. And the long-term plan, right, I believe, is that I want to do a very large port here. So the downtown port's going to be right here, and it's going to be small, and it's going to be kind of like, traditional-looking port, like almost a little too cramped. And that was the original port for the downtown. The downtown will then appear to have overgrown and outgrown the size of that port, so they're going to build a massive commercial terminal here. Then I want to do my international airport, like basically there-ish, here, somewhere like this. I wish they were more expensive. $4 million. It should be like $100 million, in my humble. But of course, I still have to figure out, we have to flatten all this terrain and stuff like that, and then it's nestled in the mountains. But basically, that's the plan. The major airport's going to be there. So this little SkyTrain thingy needs to wrap up and lock with this road, I think, so that it can go off and connect with the airport, and then have another line. Maybe it terminates there and have another line come out and then bring us into downtown. All right. Now, what's going on about Star Citizen in here? They're faking it to make you spend money on a scam. They have no intention of finishing. I mean, as soon as people stop paying for it, they're going to shut it down. Probably. They're going to be like, we had a great journey and blah, 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 and we learned a lot along the way. Yeah. Most I played was during free weekend. Had a friend let me join them on their Hammerhead. Ooh, that does sound fun, though. The Hammerhead looks great. Love most Aegis ships, but it's horribly unusable with the man turrets. Yeah, that's true. They really need to ditch the man turrets. Well, and that's the thing, is they're going to have the, blade system or whatever, but we're all on the same page here. It's just more promises. And we're like, well, what's the plan here, guys? I tried doing engineering. It was so dang slow to fix anything, says Lynn. The SHTP train. Solid's heavy train project. Oh, this one? Ugh, so tired. K2, go to sleep. Have some sleep. Unless you're talking about so tired about Star Citizen. I like how you're basically just making the standard RTD lines that exist in Colorado. I'm starting to think I might like Colorado. Gonna have to watch in the morning what we'll be up to here. Yeah, sorry, K2. Not everybody can do this stream, I guess, timing-wise. So I think it makes sense for it to just follow the road for a bit and then curve. Like, why would they, especially in a construction project, why would they have this variation? But I don't want, yeah, okay. And then we'll pull it back just a bit so that it can make the curve okay. There we are. And I do want it to be raised on these pillars. I don't think they would infill this area. And I might need to move the farmland. The farmland's getting a little silly. Like right next to a SkyTrain, basically. Or maybe that's fine. I don't know. I mean, it's fine for this build. That's the other thing, too. I always end up, I'm like, oh, I want things to be super realistic. And then you look at some of the city planning decisions in the world, and you're like, pretty much everything's realistic. You just have to make it feel lived in. You just have to make it feel like people, like some sort of a city council or municipal council, like, decided on this insane plan. Maybe on this curve, the infill could be there, or we just do this, and we force it to be not infill. Line up with the highway. That's feeling pretty good. Yeah, again, they would not spend money when they could just raise it like that. Now, this is getting pretty low to the ground, though, I will say. Again, that's fine. Move tool. So this gives me an idea of what we're up against. City Planner Plays was a planner in the Colorado burbs. Yeah, and again, that's the freehand the rails. Write your signature with them. Lynn, I want to see some of your Bannerlords situations. I love Bannerlords. I gotta get into Bannerlords. No, I haven't the time. I barely have time to do what I'm doing today. Huge shout out to Miss Solid in the chat. That's all. I don't know if she's. I mean, she's not. She's busy with children. So, you know, this was a request and a negotiation and a very gracious partner allowing this to be happening today. Okay, that gives me an idea of what to build into. I think this area we need to build into. Obviously, it needs to be a little bit of some density because, like, look what we've already built out here. Then I was thinking, maybe a ravine or some sort of a natural formation could be nice. If it's raised, can add roads underneath easily. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the whole point of the SkyTrain sort of situation. But anyway, I do need to mirror this because we're near a station, so I want the station to benefit me. And we do have an underground path over to here. Which is a bit weird. Actually, where does it go? Where is that underground path? Where does that come out? Oh, it's tiny. It's just a little bit of a loopy-loop. Just to go under this. And then it comes up and then over the bridge. Okay. Still, I like seeing this walking path being used. Sorry, City Skylines has a lot of tinkering, a lot of looking and thinking. Lynn, oh, you've got to go. Okay, have a good one. You too, Lynn. This game is so nostalgic for me. Honestly, me too. I'm glad to be back. Happy to be back. Yeah, I spend so much time looking. So, from certain vantage points, this looks nice and realistic, right? And from others, like this area looks a little dumb. It's not bad. I would believe a lot of this, I think. I'm really bad at industrial areas. I hate industrial areas. I've never been good at them. Okay, so let's think about some developments here and think about what those might look like. Like one thing we could do, let's grid it up a little bit in this area and then drop the grid as we get into our suburbs. We're basically looking at another man playing with our game, looking from the chair.
Wishing everyone a great Sunday.
Oh, Dimitri, thank you for that super chat. Wishing everyone a great Sunday indeed. My Sunday's fantastic so far. Might need a bigger road. We could go 4-lane. What does that look like? So I'm going to turn this off, get back down to 0. Don't force any builds. Snappage is on. Let's do a slight curve here. I think 4 lanes okay when dealing with this roundabout. I might get rid of that business, but that's okay. Ugh, Laney, I have so much work to do tomorrow too. Yeah, so basically, guys, the plan is to see how this works with family and life. Because I was going to the office on Sundays to try to get some offline content going, but then I had to turn Sunday into like just editing work day. But since then, I've caught up on some of my editing, so now I was like, well, let's just give Sundays back to the people, specifically my family. And then I was like, but also, we could do a little bit of this. Okay, so let's just place this for now. Feels like it's gonna want us to go connect up with that highway. I hate that in 3 hours I'll go to sleep and then wake up to work. I need to human more. First of all, you do need to human more. I agree, but also, hey, at least we got you here for the time being. I think I need a smaller highway. I think a highway intersection is doable. Like literally a T intersection here could be okay. A la this. I wonder if I can just copy that. Can't you do that with the move tool? I know there's a copy button. Maybe there isn't. Maybe that was move it on CS1. You don't need to wake up. If you don't, go to sleep. So true. Like, I almost think the highway, we should turn into the highway here. Although we also want the highway to be its own thing. So maybe, just maybe, this road starts to curve off and head off into the rest of the suburb area. Oh, for heaven's sake. I mean, it's a mod, so it's not like the most accurate copy eyedropper tool. Okay. So maybe we line up with a 180. And then we kind of just follow the vibes. Okay. And then this area here is where we kind of develop a bit of density. It's fun. I made so much progress in Grounded 2 this afternoon. I'll watch so many base building videos tomorrow in the corner of my work screen. I got turned off of Grounded 2. I was looking at it and I was like, it's too much game for me. Can I handle it? It's too much game for me. Hi. I'm Solid Content, and this is too much game for me. That could be a fun character. Okay, let's see. What are we trying to do here, folks? Let's get a main strip. That's what I want. A little Main Street USA sort of situation going on. And then we'll base our buildings around that. That could be kind of cute. So let's go. What are my options here? 4 lanes is good, but I almost want 4-lane with perpendicular parking on it. Man, those make for thick boys. Oh, because it's still giving me 4 lanes. Let's go down to 2 lanes, perpendicular parking out. Oop. Yeah, like that, but not that. Yeah, not an alley. I've been playing Morrowind and Factorio recently, but this is giving me the itch to get back into building terribly thought out cities. Hey! It's too much game for me. It looks aggressive. It looks like I need to really think about all of my like combat skills, which I don't have. Terribly thought out, or thought out terribly? Passion's back! Hey, Passion, how are ya? I'm going to make a small adjustment here with a micro street just for the second, just to get a division of my what's it. You know what I mean. I'll show you. And then I turn this into conversion mode. And then we go, let's go down to a 2-lane, I guess. 4-lane divided? Okay, turn off snappage so we can kind of line it up a bit. How do we want this to go? So if you're coming here, Oh, hang on. I do. Okay, wait. I do need to decide where I want that road because I actually kind of need that road to do some work for me. Nope. It keeps grabbing the wrong thing. I want to grab just the road, please. Nope. What is that? A ground control node? Ground cable lane. There we go. 2-lane road. Okay. No need for 4 lanes after the main street. Agreed. Thank you. Yes. Very true. So what I want to do is put a through line right about there. That's about how much terra tray I want for these streets to have. Okay. So then this will be a cute little main street. We might even hand place items. That could be nice. And then we go 4 lanes. Now we go 4 lanes. Upgrade here. There we go. 4-lane divided. Let's go 4-lane divided. So let's just go find the one I want. Uh-oh. I could custom build the road and make the 4 lanes a little bit. There we are. I can make the divider thicker, but this kind of works for me. They're gonna go there. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that works. Just head tilt. The head tilt just needs the tongue out for extra concentration. Yeah. Well, I'm not. RG calls out the head tilt again. I didn't even notice.
Solid, shut up.
No,
We got a
Scruffy,
new
no.
member.
Oh, Scruffy, why?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Damon Talbot, I'm not reading that one. Henrik, first name something, first name, last name,
Solid,
Nikolai.
shut up. We got a new member.
Love this name. A spooky mad skeleton. Purple Fox. Oh, Purple Fox is back. Hi, Purple Fox. One Duty, Disgruntled Grunt, MMH, Ziesel,
Solid,
K
shut
something,
up. We got a new member.
Kaz, Eric, Burat Gaming. Hi, Burat. I remember you. Jeff. Ben is it.
Solid,
Brian,
shut
Chris.
Up. We got a new member.
Nicholas Stoffel, welcome back. Try again. You didn't get me. No, Scruffy, don't. Scruffy, wee. That's 2 shut up trains in one.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
I think there should only be so many donos. I think we should be done after a certain time. You guys are like, all right, he's earned enough.
Solid,
shut up, train.
shut up. We got a new member.
Please, for the love of God. Okay, let's take a look. What are my options here? Because I want to make this area cute. Like a haunted house park could be fun.
Solid,
okay.
shut up. We got a new member.
What is this? I gotta move this. It's a crematorium. We don't need this right here. How does move it again work? Not move it, but the
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Control R. Thank you. You're the one who set it up. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like we don't need to do.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
The crematorium could be right here. What do you mean clearance too low?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Overlapping items, clearance too low. What does that mean? Clearance too low?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
What does clearance too low mean?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
I don't know what clearance too low. You're a victim of your own success. It's totally. I mean, I can always just put on anarchy and move it.
We got a new member.
But I do want to know what it thinks the problem is. That's weird. Okay, well, let's worry about that in a second. This is what I needed. I needed this. First of all, I think we should have this right here. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You need to be a level 6 engineer to build there. I'm not enough. Yeah.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
All right. Where are we at with those? Burat Gaming. We've got a ways to go with that shut up train. 20 is it's too much. You're being too generous and stop.
We got a new member.
Like this kind of a thing could be fun. Interior design studio. Looks a little old school. I almost want to save that for a different area. Television production studio, too big.
We got a new member.
Livestock exchange, bottle cap office. These are like companies. Launch payload center.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
Oh, strip mine office. Very cool. We do have to get some of that in here. Because, like, the mine is here. So the mine would probably headquarter down here, maybe.
Solid,
let's take a look.
Shut up. We got a new member.
Love it, Scruffy. Says everybody but me. Our explorative efforts have just been hampered by
Solid,
not having a
shut up.
central
We got a new
headquarters to
member.
coordinate. Just the other day, we had a crew assigned to fill in a hole that another crew was assigned to dig. -5 import cost. I mean, it's a very good building to have. Let's just build it really quick just to see what we're dealing with. Yeah, like, it does look cool. We could have it in here somewhere. Just not just quite, though. Let's put you over there for now. Yeah, I do need to figure out, like, the land. I don't like it getting chunked down that deep into the land, so we'll figure that out. But we do want the strip mine office, and we're going to have it around here. We're going to build it a little campus. That's what we're going to do. Commercial signature buildings, the Lobster Tail, a steakhouse. I like these buildings, but it's a little too maritime for this particular suburb. Eclipse nightlife. Like, we have some nightlife. Pinfall Palace. An antique store. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Main Street should have an antique store on it. Grab the move tool. Give me that. Thank you. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe lower it a bit with the move tool. Maybe not that much. That looks realistic. That's fantastic. Excuse me. Looks like your standard office building. Yeah, but I mean, it's like a nice little row. This is like a little downtown thing we're going to make. Now, it is leading me to believe that this is... Yeah, so we want almost this old-timey... What do you call that? Is that colonial style? I don't think the whole thing needs to be that.
Papa down.
Shut up and take our money. Laney, 2026.
It's fun with the 4,000 huffs. Thank you for that. Laney, I missed you. $2. Shut up and take our money. It's fun saved you with the quote. No, the last one. The one we're... Not the one we're looking at. Oh, you don't like that one. Looks like your standard office building. Which, oh, you mean the strip mine office. Yeah, it needs its own little tech campus, I think, because strip mining, and we could do another mine back here, and I think we'll have lumber all through here, so, like, I think this is good to have an office for, but I don't think the office would be all the way out there. I think they would want to be in town near restaurants and stuff. This still counts as the suburb build. The Lobster Tail, like, that's not the vibes. The steakhouse kind of could be the vibe, though. Oh, it's got a corner. I almost wanted... Oh, hang on. I know what I need to do. Control R. I need to move you. Control R. I need to put you here, because you are a corner. And then I need to grab the move tool. I guess, should I go through and flatten the land? Because that looks a little dumb. Put the steakhouse next to the crematorium for efficiency. Disgusting. I could do this, though. And then we'll worry about that hill later. Because that looks slightly more believable, sort of. And we could do that. And then go in here and maybe like put some plants along or... Oh, some planter boxes. That's what we do. If they're going to let me. And then sink them a little bit. Oh! Oi! Not underground. Lower the asset. Oh, wait. Wait, what? That's not how the place tool works normally. Snap upright, snap to surface, transform lock. Yeah, that is not how... Anyway, whatever. We'll adjust it with move it. So first of all, give me a corner unit. Give me a little bit of anarchy. Maybe it was anarchy that I needed. No, yeah, that's weird that it pops underground. I'm trying to bury them, not pop them underground, but whatever. There we are. deal with that later with some more texturing. I heard that door open and close. Why is the move is very aggressive. Okay, that's looking good-ish. Let's throw some trees in there. Oh, this is going to be tough to figure out. Let's go all adult just to make sure that because like this, that height is a little too much. So we need to find like a more reasonable tree. That's reasonable. A little too filled out. We could go bushes. But the linden seems to be the winner, I think. Oh, let's make sure we're looking at EU trees as well. Like a honkin' alder. Apple's not bad. It's a little clustery. That's wild green bush again. That's not a bush, by the way. That's a tree. That's the height of several people. Yeah, Sulaco. What are you guys talking about? Sulaco, the game needed a proper road attachment, yeah. Change the tree age. Yeah, but doesn't the tree grow? So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the oldest version of the tree. But yeah, we can change the tree age now. Because, like, I don't mind that. Persist age. Click it. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Well, then in that case, what trees do we like? Linden, London pine. A little baby version of this. Like, those are kind of nice, that height. I kind of liked the hickory, though. Was it the hickory that I liked? Poplar. Not baby aged. I like these. Wait, where's persist age? Disable growth and harvesting. So I'm going to have to delete that other one that I did, though. What I should do is change some of the ages, though. Something like that. There we are. That's nice. Hickory is great for barbecue. Great age. What are you guys doing? Okay, anyway. Who knows what you guys are talking about? Okay, Control R. Control R. Oh yeah, what's it's on? Anarchy. That's fine. Here's the thing, it's going to go uphill, and we don't necessarily hate that for me. Do you have a parking lot for this? What do you think of that? Look at this Main Street parking lot. And we do need to put, I think we should put a walking path in here. Where do you download CS2 mods? Oh crap. I know what, I don't know. Somewhere. Sorry. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like on the, they have like a, what do you call it? Like a thing. Baker and confectionery. This is a factory. Oh yeah, no, that's a factory. Let's not place an entire factory. The CS2 main menu. That's right. Yeah, it's got a, yeah, exactly. It has a thing. What is the Oceanarium? Is that a nice building? It's a little modern, but an Oceanarium? It's kind of cool. Let's delete it for now. I don't know if my main street needs to have little shops on it. Or a big honkin' hotel. That's a little too much for this area. Now, it also, I think we can go slightly more modern in some things. Like, I do think this could work as a vibe. No. A little too suburby. The CS2 main menu. Scruffy. Counter-Strike? This is the counter-solid menu. Yeah, I have a buddy that always invites me to play CS2. And I'm like, ooh, that... Oh, no, wait. That's... Sorry. And they're like, I thought you wanted to play. And I'm like, it's a different thing than I thought you were talking about. The hills are definitely causing me a challenge. Oh, no. Big apologies about that. The hills are definitely not alive. I would watch that stream. Okay, all right, good to know. I'm not good. Like, that's the thing, and I do appreciate that about you guys. Not everybody, but you guys don't seem to mind the not good at games thing. I would say that I got to a point with Anno 117 where I was starting to excel, though. I will say that. This is just this street, by the way, that I'm going to hand place because this is taking way too long. I think we do want that nightlife thing here. Shard Arena, Forum of the Arts. No. Just get a little Russian bookshop in here. Oh, Chinese. Well, that just won't match. That just won't do at all. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, man, those would all be... some of those buildings look sweet. A muscle car garage. Cool. Are these new? Surely not. Okay, the steakhouse has been placed. Sunset Brewery, Pinfall Palace has not been placed. I think we're in a spot now where what we want to do is start to engage with the actual buildings that we have. And using the platter mod, we might not even need to... What are these? Oh, these are offices. We might not even need to actually plop each one. Brandon Lifestyle Center. It's a little too big, but I don't mind the interior design studio here. Oop, hello. I'll show you the platter mod, RG. If you're playing City Skylines these days, this new mod is going to basically change your life. Overlapping. Oh, because it's overlapping into the intersection, so we have to use frickin' anarchy mode. I think we should put a little path here then. Your inability to play games horrifies me, but I'm tolerant. Hey. Maybe we move this over a bit. So I can have some pathing. Wide pavement path. Oh, a wide one. I hadn't thought about that. What are you... Why are you, building a... You know what I mean? Like a... Just be on the ground. Stop that. What are you doing? The change is not that much. Just put the path there. Are none of my tools working right now? What the hell? What's going on here? Okay, we could grab this and just move it up a bit. Well, that didn't work at all. There, we'll raise it a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, that looks fine. Okay. Wait, what's happening? Guess who has a birthday tomorrow? Don't, Jules. It's probably Jerry Seinfeld. I feel a shut-up train. Don't do a shut-up train. Everybody relax. It's a bad birthday. We're dealing with a 41. And not an interesting birthday. Does this game have ghosts in it today? Okay, that's fine. That's working. I was about to accuse this game of having ghosts in it. Passion, you do have to admit, like, yeah, maybe not good at all games, but I'm pretty nice with this one. What's wrong with 41? It's disgusting. anyone who's 41. You're younger than me, if that helps.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
No, Isfan. Another shut up train. 4, Ukrainian
Solid,
name I
shut
can't
up.
pronounce.
We got a new member.
Excess. Golf Fox Trot Lima. Joy Joy Joy. Win 2610. Lost Soul Star. The Duco 7.
Solid, shut up. We
Shade
got a new
Lane.
member.
Melodelic. Jessica. And Scruffy is also.
Solid,
Yasser.
shut up. We got a new member.
Yasser Arafat's birthday is tomorrow. Thank God I'm 42. Now that's a good age. I'm proud of you for making it. What? To 42? Yeah, to 41.
Solid,
You were
shut
at the
up.
same-
We got a new member.
They're at the same then solid content that Danny Glover was during Lethal Weapon when he said, "I'm too old for this." No. What a
Solid,
terrible thing.
Shut up. We got a new member.
What a terrible thing to tell me. That sucks. Oh, I hate that.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
41. I'm getting too old for. I haven't even started any career. I've kind of started some careers. I feel okay.
We got a new member.
I'm shutting up. I'm going 41, going on 378 and a half. That's what it feels like
Solid,
sometimes. Isn't
shut
it?
up. We got a new member.
I'm playing video games with my friends. Somebody tell me that that's okay right now, quick, before I start to feel weird about it.
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
All right. So, how are we going to interact with this and the bike paths in general?
Solid, shut up. We got a new member.
I think they're just going to have to go on the main. It doesn't make sense to go on the main road. What I almost need them to do is to head down here. I mean, it does attach to the main road. It's okay to play video games and build Legos until you're 99. Well, I've had a thought about that. It's kind of weird, but it's modern. I mean, the thing is, you can say it's weird. You can be like, yeah, it's weird. And it is, sure, whatever. But also, who cares? That's been my new realization. Is the who cares part of it. Because there are going to be people that are like, ugh, that's weird of you. And it's like, all right, well, sorry, I guess. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to continue my plan, which was to vibe and be cool. Okay, see, now that looks good. I like that. I'm losing myself in Super Robot Wars. You're talking about in real life. Speaking of games, what are the current hits? For everyone? Yeah, I mean, people, feel free to throw your things down.
Extreme wind conditions are
Oh, we got a tornado going. Where is it?
Citizens are advised to seek shelter at this time.
Way off in the distance. That probably won't be able to make landfall before the timer runs out. 1 second, I need to check what's going on with this cargo train terminal, and then back to suburbs. Oh, it's a car accident. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but you know what I mean. And then I think this, we create a little campus for over here, maybe. That could be good. To Glover's credit, at 41, I have absolutely gotten too old for being shot at and blown up. That's a younger man's game. Honestly, agreed. I was looking up, like, the Wild West the other day. I think I've mentioned this on stream before. It's wild how young the, like, ruffians were. Oh, no, wait, hang on. How do I... Hang on. No. Oh, EU low density could be good. We almost... let's see. We almost want... Is there a EU mid density? There's only high. Let's see what low density does. It's just going to be a gas station, and that's going to bum me out, and then I'm going to have to hand place everything. Your indifference is astounding and hilarious. Sinister Plank. Ridiculous. You are ready at the drop of a hat for a 33K ruck march in one go. Good Lord. I will say, apparently, as you get older, somebody told me that your fast twitch muscles start to kind of like not be as good, obviously, as those youngins. However, your long muscles, whatever that's called, are good to go. Slow twitch, I guess, is what that's called. I can't remember. So I think if I use the search button, I can go into structures and start hand placing No, I want growables. Oh yeah, here we go. Man, that's a cool... What the heck? I haven't even seen these assets. These are really nice. I love those. Those look... Yeah, that's nasty. Where was I? I want to do some hand placing because I think the ones that it's going to build are just not the vibes for the region. Okay, so what we need to do is apply some filters here. Oop. I'm trying to remember how the search tool works. Miscellaneous buildings. We're going to go commercial. How do I apply filters in the search? We'll go EU. Torbetten says, infantry. While I was in Germany, I did this 100k thing in 3 days. The reward at the end were cages full of beer of some kind. I don't remember much once we ended it. Steven, hey, Pudding Pop, do you have all the DLC? Why Pudding Pop? The only one I'm missing is one of the evolution of what's it? What was it called? The evolution of office buildings. I don't have that one. Is that a little too tall? It's not bad. They're getting a little tall. It's almost a bit more the vibe. Oh, I knew I was going to place a gas station there. Are you using mods? Oh, Steven, I'm using all kinds of mods. I'm using... This one is the search tool, so I can hand place buildings. I'm also using Anarchy, Move It, Platter. I'm not using Platter right now. Love that you can change. This is also like built into the game now. This is like Ice Flake seems like it is made out of a series of modders. Is there not a UK business? No UK business. Or maybe Steven Thetford's asking Torbetten if Torbetten used mods to do that insane whatever he's talking about. Did you use mods, Torbetten? Leisure venues, Dragon Gate, skyscrapers, supply chains. What's that? Base game, okay. San Francisco has no commercial buildings. That's waterfront. Yeah, I think these are more like arts and crafts bar. Maybe not. You keep saying baker and confectionery. You keep saying this is like a business. Do we like this building? I don't like this building. Control R. Oh, you can't. It's hand placed, so I can't move it. Wait, surely I can. No, I have to use the move it tool. Clunky. Oh, she's a clunky one. No, move it tool. Yes. Rise out of the darkness. split the diff here, so that looks... Nah, that's not looking right. Gotta go like that at least, I think. No, that's not looking right. It's gotta be there. Which, we could actually just extend this path, I think. And it'll flatten that out. There we go. Yeah, see, that looks way better. I mean, not that, though. Man, you can really... Like, I didn't expect to dive in this hard on the plan here. Ugh. It's gonna take forever. Mods for a real-life march? You just get started at daybreak and win until they said stop. Yeah, but, okay, check it out. Filter by building level. Yeah, good idea. Well, I mean, it hasn't caused too many issues just yet, my building level thing. Baker and confectioner. I just need to kind of see. I guess so. It's a little bit weird. Customers. No, it is a business. It's a business. It's a vibe, I will say. Do I like it? Jury's out. But I think this gives me a good positioning for what I want to do, which is this is now going to come from behind that building, I think, and connect. And then we'll fill in that area, carry this path along. Oop. I mean, there's little glitches and stuff like that, but that red color is loud, but the shape is nice. I will agree with that. However, pow. Honestly, that little orange is better, and then we bring it down a bit. There. I believe this is why most people use maps that make Saskatchewan look topographically interesting. All those lumps and bumps and hills. I agree. I couldn't agree more. It's a very frustrating element of the game, to be sure. And I also can't even get the right node. Like, I'm only raising the entire bike lane. Like, you'd think there would be some math that talks to the computer and is like, what is this all about? I think the attachment point itself is now a problem. But I might have to just leave it, to be honest. I might put some trees around it and call it a day. See, now check this out, RG. I don't know if you're watching still. I don't know. This is the platter mod. So we hold down Control to change the size, the depth, I guess, and then the width is Alt. It's extremely intuitive. So I'm going to go one here. And can I get another one there? We can, just because we have, what's it? So now that's created 2 plots to build on. We can go low density, USA Southwest low density, French high density office. We'll go there. Okay, here's the thing. The platter mod normally works fine. So we'll see. But there actually just might not be... Yeah, there's no office demand. That's the main issue that we're feeling right now. So let's undo that. Let's actually go in and delete the platter and make one larger one for an office. Or some commercial, rather. EU low density, EU high density. Well, we don't need to use platter, I guess, technically, but we could. Just so it fits a little nicer. Oops. Put some trees in there. That's going to look good. Platter is straight up essential with how bad the vanilla grid is. I couldn't agree more. I've always wanted to play cells, yeah. It's the best mod. Easily the best mod in the game.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
A severe hailstorm is approaching. Damage to
Morrissey's.
crops and property is expected. We
Could
urge
put a pub
citizens
there. It
to
doesn't quite
remain
fit though,
silent
does it?
until the storm is passed.
I mean, I kind of like that it butts into the thing. That's not bad. I don't mind that at all. Aside from the jutting into the building, which would be okay provided that it wasn't obviously blocking a window. So let's go ahead and delete it. Oop. Yep. And see what my options are, because I know I have some pub options that probably fit. It's literally the same one. Church Inn and Bistro, Church Inn and Restaurant. Big honkin' hotel. Heath Pub with lounge, almost. I do want the rest. It fits almost perfectly. But I do need that path in there, too. I wonder if I could move sub-buildings, filters. What does it count as? Surfaces? So it's not a building. I gotta... props? Literally just want to move this building over if that's allowed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. A little bit of clippage is... I mean, I don't disagree that a little bit of clippage is fine. It's just a little too much clippage for me. The real question is, at a distance, can I live with it? Because that's a pretty nice little main strip. This area got a little spread out. Oh, you just move the whole thing and adjust the rest. I mean, I can move all these guys over a bit. I can move this over a bit. Like, that's kind of what I want, right? Oh, I like that sign, though, too. So that's where this needs to live. Here. So this needs to move over by just a hair more. Like that. And then back off the main drag. So there's a bit of a stupid hill, but the trees are kind of covering that. And now we have this little extremely picturesque chunk. That's very picturesque. I might get rid of the coffee shop, but for now we're just going to let it ride. And then here they've built a stupid... it'll upgrade, it'll upgrade. Solid, have you ever watched Canadian Moose Plays? He streams highly detailed builds and lives in Vancouver. I should just meet up with him. I could retaining wall that hill. I don't think I know how to do a retaining wall. Like... Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't know how to do it very well. I've tried in the past. Moose is fantastic. I've never heard of Moose. I gotta watch this guy. Okay, let's bring this road up. Probably about there seems good. Okay, extend this on here. Hello, Canadian Moose Plays. I'm Solid Content. I set fires and to everything I make. Want to do a collab? Vampy, flood on the... What? What happened? I mean, there's some warnings here and there, but I'm just trying to get this suburb up and running, and to do that, I need this cute little area. Why is the chat changing my words? Yeah, dude, it did that earlier to me. And look, there's like a... You have a conversion, like a translation button icon next to you. Isn't that weird? It did that to me earlier when I was chatting to some... I forget who I was chatting to. Okay, not move it. Thank you. Select tool. Yeah. Okay, you need to move for now. Just over here, so I can create a spot for you that doesn't have a weird hill. So, and what is the best way to do that? That's the real question. I think we probably, from here, we probably take this. Oof, that's a dip. That's a big dipper. And it doesn't even out until like there. That's a lot. But maybe what we do is brush size 50. Clean it all out a ways. And then we'll smooth it out. But this we could do... We can smooth this out later. I thought it was my iPad. No, yeah, it is some broken YouTube AI stuff. AI's so fun. We're so happy for it. I think it should be up on a hill, though, to be honest with you. So let's put it up on a little bit of a hill. And then we'll do a little slope terrain. There we are. I need a hotkey for that. I'm sure there is one. And then that's how you get up into this business park. Because like the strip mine office, right? They're probably, let's be honest about strip mining. There's gonna be some protests, you know, some people that don't like it being there. So it's probably got it builds out its own little tech campus. What's with the voice delay? Still, geez Louise, JK. Wait, Fallen, is there a voice delay? Fallen! First of all, hi, Fallen. But wait. I need to know if there is one. Are you doing a bit? Oh, now how do we make this follow the indent in the... Okay, move it tool. Yeah, and then nestle it. Parfait, peanut butter parfait. Road required, yes, I'm aware. We're working on that. We're getting there in pieces, guys. It is a bit off. Hello. I don't want to delay. I gotta change my timing then, probably. She likes to move it. Didn't the original Move It tool in CS1 have what's his noodle, that character? I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. King something. I forget his name, the character. Okay, we're having some growing pains here. Probably because Anarchy is still on. I mean, that looks kind of nice. It's interesting. No, that's not. Never mind, that's not interesting at all. Hi, I'm Solid Content, and that was not interesting. Hi, I'm Solid Content, and that was not my intention. Up next on Solid Content, here are some things that weren't intentional. I like that voice. I like doing that voice. It's fun to me. Hi, And here are the top 40 things that were unintentional. No, I'm doing it a bit. You're doing a bit. No delay. Fallen. The downside to anarchy, using it when you don't absolutely need it, breaks up. Yes. No, 100%. It's if you accidentally leave it on like I've done. Does somebody know if there is a shortcut for the eyedropper tool? I mean, I guess I can assign one, right? Turn off anarchy. That looks dumb. Let's see. What do we have for bigger parking lot? No, I want that, but the other way. Almost. We're getting there. Wide parking lot. This could be it. Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. Oh, sorry. Hello. Oh, see, now I need anarchy because overlapping items because blah, blah, blah.
To bring you a special news bulletin.
A severe hailstorm is approaching. Damage to crops and property is expected. We urge citizens to stay inside.
No, not crops and properties. Could you imagine if I was like, hey, why are you telling me that? The game's not real. That's the one hill I die on. I'm like, it's not real. Where's my fence tool? Why can't I remember where? There we go. It's in here somewhere. It's been a long time since I've been in here trying to find the fence tool. Dun, 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 dun. I can't even see what kind of fence that is. Like, what is that? Some sort of mirror fence. Very cool. No, thank you. Hard pass. Remember when I said I was going to do a the suburbs? Oops. I think this is fine because it's like a mining headquarters. I was going to say it's fine as long as it doesn't change the color of the fence. Bingo bango. It has changed the color of the fence again. We are not real, Solid. We're just part of a broken psyche reimagining chat. No! You're all in my head? I'm going crazy? It's only a model. It is. Solid, is someone from the land of snow and long underwear. What is the biggest, most dangerous hail you've ever experienced? About that big, maybe? But I wasn't in it. I watched it from my house, if you're wondering. How do I get the color not to copy? Come on, nerds, help me. Hide assets using pre-existing mesh. Why does the color rotate so... I don't understand why it does that. Oh, wait. If you use the eyedropper tool, it copies the exact thing. That's great to know. I think. Confirmed. It does. Very good. I've driven in a hailstorm that put a crack in my front shield. That was less fun. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a part of it that's exciting for a split second, and then you're like, oh, boy. Okay, that's going to work. Then we need a couple more, like, you know, offices around. Again, they built just the second iteration of whatever this building is just this crap. Build cute stuff. I mean, that building's not that cute, to be honest. Whatever. We're worried about it later. We'll worry about it later. Right now, oh, we do have some office desire, so that's good. French high density could be good. It's crazy that we don't have French commercial. Why don't we have French commercial if we have French office and French residential? Whatever. Actually, these aren't going to work here. Oh, you took a bigger chunk. That's fine. We don't need no stinky French office. Have you tried mixed use? Good question, good question. Or no, it's buried in here. Isn't mixed use in here? Wait, what the heck? Oh, it's in residential. Yeah. I need a button that only shows me mixed use. Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's take a look at our mixed use options. Great point. EU mixed housing. German mixed housing and French mixed housing could go very nicely here. Let's see. Is there UK mixed housing? That's what I want to say. I know there is.
Bring you a special news bulletin.
A heavy
Okay, let's get out the platter tool.
The city, and the likelihood of hail is very high. Traffic slowdowns and damage to crops and property are expected. Citizens are advised to remain indoors until the situation passes.
Okay, that works well for me. Oh, it's not going to let me build there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. We'll see how that builds out. Honestly, these are lame, but it works with the mining office. French fries and French keys. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. USA Southwest. We like USA Southwest for this. Let's go platter. And this is the thing about platter that I love. You can make it hug the curve a little better of the road. What you need to do, though, sometimes is finagle the snapping. So turn off parcel corners. And then you'll get a bit more of that hugging the road build, which I quite like. A little bit of that. Although Office Desire has fallen off a cliff recently. See if I can get those last 3 painted. If not, we'll have to dial back. Maybe some more parking lots. Give it more of that look. I don't need gravel. Moderate parking lot. I think what I need, hang on. Yeah, that could work. I just need to level this out a little more. Control R that over to here. Bike infrastructure. I'd like to hug your curb if you know what I mean. Solid, when was the last time you ate poutine and how good was it? I ate a not great one. It was fine. I think it was like an A&W one, to be honest. Y'all have A&W? Hey, have y'all ever heard of A&W before? Do y'all guys got A&Ws? This is me now. This is just who I am. Hi, y'all got A&W where y'all are at? Sorry. I'm having fun. Root beer. Yeah, root beer's pretty good. Fallen meatball holla. What are you talking about? Meatball something. Meatball poutine. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. Okay. Let's bring this down a little bit. I'm really going like fighting tooth and nail to do something interesting with this area. Honestly, the ramp is not bad. But that is I'm gonna have to pay for that. But at least let me get this bike path up there so I can conclude my build. I feel bad because I'm supposed to be doing suburbs. That was the vote. That's the problem with me and democracy, you know what I mean? I'm like, I love democracy, and then I immediately don't do it. Filthy man. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, parking lots. What do we have? A big old bicycle parking area. Small bicycle shelter right there, maybe. Move it tool, move it over a little bit. Probably got to get an underground bicycle haul. Look at that thing. That's awesome. I love that. Turn off anarchy for now. Just because, like you guys said, you don't want to forget that it's on. Don't need a bicycle park. These guys do need a park, though. Park Cafe is kind of cute. Maybe just a small plaza. Oh, a bus stop. I haven't even put any buses out here. Is this the new streaming schedule? We're looking into it, the family and I. I've only got 15 minutes left today. And then I have to get going on some work here. However, I believe that's the plan. Skate park? No. Basketball court could be good, though. Was this a side end? What is it? Oh, don't understand. Oh, I see. You could have another entrance. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. It's not... Don't need it, but... That's weird. No, don't bulldoze the building. I need to get rid of that. Side entrance. Relocate. I don't think we need this. Yeah. That was silly. We don't need that. I missed the Sunday streams. Yeah, I mean, I think... Oh, Fallen, I'm so sorry. I wish it started now. I know. It's going to start earlier, unfortunately, I think. I've consulted Beans and Bubbles. There have been consultancies going on. There have been lots of requests for leniency. There's been lots of talking about how it's going to work. It might want to start earlier, to be honest, unfortunately. I think I need to learn how to do retaining walls, because that doesn't look like where you'd put a pillar right at the top of a hill like that. I don't know. Basically, I just want to soften these up so it's not such an obvious hole or whatever. I mean, I'll still... Listen, I've got to get a bit of suburb action going on, so I'm going to steal a little bit of my work time. I'll just have to work harder and faster before I'm back on family vibes. What's this now? See, now this is cute. France, you've outdone yourselves. In fact, you're deleted. More of this. Oh, wait, which one is that? UK. No, we like the France ones for this. France mixed housing. Like that. That's cuter. This, less cute. But that's okay. We'll just let those be there. Now, we could also change the... where is it? I don't know where it is, but there's one of these things. New palette. Copy. Reset to default colors. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out... Visual customization is good. However, what I want to do is make that not so, like, blisteringly white. Whatever, I don't know if I can figure it out. The French medium density and mixed use are amazing. Yeah. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, these buildings. Just the absolute... Also, UK is getting, like, vampy. Sorry, but the UK is being put on blast. Those are cute, though. This is like a chippy, I believe you guys call those. But the absolute drabness of those buildings compared to these edifices. Brutal. All right. Let's leave this for a moment. Let's take a breather, because there's a long way to go to make that cute. And you look at this area here. They look like parking. Yeah, they look like parking garages, don't they? I mean, I see a lot of these around my place too. around Vancouver. I think we're going to need to build some of this kind of stuff to tie it into the rest of the area. And then think about the bike lane access to the other side as well. And then also, we could put a little bike bridge here maybe. That could be kind of cute. You knew I moved to Fallen. I've never not been in Vancouver for the life of this channel. Belfast, Maine. Oh, very cool. R.I.P. sunny days. Yeah, fair enough. Fair point. You're not wrong. And then the thing that makes this look more like a facility, I think, is I'll put a little walking path all the way around it and then fence it off. No, I grew up in Cowtown. I'm a Cowtown original. Alright, I'll put on an anarchy just to move this a little closer. I think that'll look nicer. Same thing with you. Yeah, we'll fence all this off, get a path around it. We're going to do all that later, but I do like that we have the strip mine office. There's some office demand now, which is rising, and that's nice to see. Let's go French. No, let's go US. Yeah, let's see what these look like. You can fill that in, and we'll just tree in that. All right, now the real thing to be thinking about is getting some little suburbs going, because that's kind of what I said I was going to do. The post office, we like the post office there. We don't mind this intersection, maybe, because that's a long stretch without an intersection. So we're going to eyedropper tool. Is it Control I? No, Control E. How do we find hotkeys in here? Options. Anarchy. What's it? Oh, keybinds are off. No, they're fine. Oh, it's just telling me to look at the keybinds. Control P determines the hotkey. Press any key, blah, blah, blah. What is it saying? Reassign picker. So this one is, it's overlapped. That's fine. I don't know what that one is. Plop, region flag. Where's the search tool? Find it. Key bindings. Oh, was I actually at the... Oh, I'm an idiot. Open, find it. Shift, Control F. Picker, Control P. But what's wrong? What's the overlap? Does Control P not work? Oh, it's platter now. I don't think I need that to be platter. Shift Control P, toggle parcel overlay. Spawning control. Why don't we just make this Control Alt P. There we are. And now find it is Control P for the picker. So it's called the picker, not the eyedropper. Okay, that's great. I need it to be... I might change it so it's a little closer to my fingers. You heard me. Those are like those 1960s, 70s concrete monstrosity office blocks. Yeah, totally. Somebody on Reddit the other day was like, I'm moving to Calgary and I need to know how Calgarians pronounce it. Because I've seen it Calgary or Calgary. Which one is it? And then everybody in the chat was like, Calgary. Calgary. What are you talking? It's Calgary. You don't say Gary or Gurry. Just Calgary. Stop with this nonsense. All right, let's put that just basically on a straight angle here. I guess that's okay. I mean, it's suburban. Okay, the picker is great, though. Bring this one straight in, but what if we make this a one-way? Yeah, I don't want people going all crazy with the various intersections here. Why can't they just write what they say and pronounce? Your languages are weird. Yeah, sorry about that. Next question, do you become a Flames or an Oilers fan? Deep down inside, I'm a Flames fan, for sure. But also, I do have love for the Canucks. My wife pronounces it Alberta. Yeah, it's Alberta. Alberta. Yeah, it's Alberta. You go like this. You go Alberta. You let it peak your mic like that. Also, why is my mic so? I'm sitting up a lot because I'm having fun. That's like saying. What? Okay, Tibetan. What is that? That's like saying saguaro cactus. It isn't pronounced how it's spelt at all. Saguaro. What? How do you say it? Saguaro. Oh, that's why. It should be spelled Alberta. Yeah, and with a D. Alberta. So I'm going to go in... Okay, how do we want to do this? We could do a cul-de-sac. Let's do like a... Actually, I don't know if this is called a cul-de-sac. Sorry. Is this a cul-de-sac? No. What do you call this? I don't know. A road. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a one-way. Whoops. You call it weird. That's what you call it. Anyway, we got to turn that into not a one-way. Oops. Good. Make sure that's not one way. Well, that's not going to work. There we go. Is that okay? That works. I don't mind that. Alsplurda. More like Alsplurda. Then I move for the Alberta for spelling. What does that U with the dots do? Alberta. Steven says, fun Canadian fact, the Maple Leafs have until 2030 to win the Stanley Cup before they are removed from it. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I'm fine with it. But I didn't know that. That's cool. Like, cool, you know what I mean. It's cool, whatever. You know what I mean. Soccer field, no. Basketball center, no. Apex climbing. Oh, we should have apex climbing out here. That's fun. Like along the road. Anyway, we'll think about that. Sports hub pavilion. So no, it needs to be just a park at the end of this road here. What do I have? Anything smaller? Landmarks, tourism. No, tourists. Why did I say it like that? Landmarks, tourism. Perhaps landmark or tourism. I'm not in trouble for doing that because I don't even know what accent that was. I mean, that's cute. A little dog park right there. Put some trees in here. Get a path going. Well, now that's just cute. You get a little tree and a couple of paths in there. Bangor? I barely know. All right, RG. Wait, did Sinister Plank... Did you... Not Sinister Plank. Who was it that said that about the... Whatever, the Sugaro? And if you don't like coconut, don't go on vacation in the... Wait, what are you talking about? Okay, I feel like coconut. Where? Sagua... Oh, Torbetan. Okay, Torbetan. How do you pronounce it? Closest way to pronounce it would be Suwaro. Really? Suwaro? Yeah, that is not spelled the way it's pronounced. Not noticed the turn left or right road looks like a peen. Can't be a solid street without them. Which one are you talking... This? You're filthy. You're getting a timeout. All right, timeout over. Okay. When we say Kemeneskodakox, we pronounce it as Kemeneskodakox. No fancy extra letters. Good Lord, I have no idea. I can't help you. I really wish there was a smaller joint path for the bike thing. Although, if there's a walking trail here, we could go pavement path along here. Curve it in like so. We'll give it a little crosswalk. Why not? connect it over there. Then I'm going to have a bike path go through this land. Two-way bicycle path. I don't know. I don't mind it, but it's hard to tell what to do. It's hard to tell what to do with the bicycle paths that make them the most valuable, the most useful tool for your city. And that curve's a little too sharp, unfortunately. I like them. I like a bike path. I like the idea. Wish I could change the color. Yes. Hang on, I'm just upping my timer here. Give me 10 more minutes. Then I'll stop. And then I'll work. I've been to IKEA. I see the words you use. That's the name of the iconic cactus you see in Western movies. Oh, a sicario. A sicario. Well, that's, hey, you learn something every day. So for now, we're just gonna have you connect up with that path. So it's a nice little bike detour. We could have something here, so it's like you can go to the dog run. That could be kind of cute. My camera just blinked. I don't know what that was about. My camera was like, wrap it up. You have to work, and then parent. There we are. Now, let's go into roads here. Parking. And find some parking stuff. What do we have? What are my options? Let's see what bicycle shelter is snapping on. Yes. And then you can have another one here just for fun. Yeah, it's weird that the bike path needs road access. A large bicycle shelter. Nah, that's fine. That's enough. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with parcels of land. I'm going to pre-assign them, all of our favorite. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Parcels. By the way, you can do this too. Oh, also I love the, you can just like kind of go in here and suggest your parcel width. But you can also just change, I like changing it with the thing. Category, housing, and then let's go UK, low density detached. That's going to be the standard. Then I'm going to go through and change it up just to break up the look. Your roads go where cyclists want to go. Not those. RG says, don't stop streaming. I don't want you to parent today. I know. Well, you know, bring that up. Shush. Shush. I think it looks more realistic. These are pretty big plots of land. What's my favorite little area? As you can see, I used platter here, but these are a little too... I think these are a nice... Those look... no, they don't. Let's go bigger. Let's go bigger. Let's go 3x3s. Make the kids do yard work. Yes.
Ah, scared me.
Not grapefruit. I'm passing the wife a bubbly. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Not a sponsored segment. Hey, did anybody... I put this up last night for auction, but this is a painting, watercolors painting that Mrs. Solid did while playing with the children. That's up for auction. Opening bid, $10,000. Okay, let's see how big these are and what they do to the land. Now this, we're going to need to do like a little thin... Let's go here. Hang on. There we are. Back to platter. Get 2 of these in. I love platter. RG, I mean, you're probably going to basically be playing the game again, let's be honest. Because of how great platter is. Oh, dude, let's give these people a giant yard. They're using it. Yes. This isn't Anno. I know, right? Bubbly is a flavored sparkling water thingy that tastes like soap and chemical waste. Bubbly scam water. Yeah, well, what do you... I like buying starships and Star Citizen, so... What did you think I was going to do? Not buy bubbly water? Now, I think I should be able to do this. Oh. There we are. Now we're getting some overlap, so we turn on Anarchy. I don't know what the 5, 1, 2, 3... I don't know what all those numbers are. Probably going to find out what they are in a second and be horrified. I think we need a little lane, a laneway in here. And then let's get a cul-de-sac on that. Okay, back to platter. Ooh, those didn't build? Something wrong with them. I mean, it's not a ah! Wait, what am I seeing here? Oh, of course that always burns down. Oh, it's not, it's abandoned. Whatever. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so the UK...
This is an emergency broadcast.
Isn't taking advantage of those house
Hailstorm is
sizes.
approaching. Damage to crops and property is expected. We urge citizens to stay inside until the storm is passed.
Let's go American Southwest and see what those look like in these slots. That's going to fill out those lots a little nicer. 3 minutes left. We did 1 suburb, and it doesn't even look that good. But we also did all this. I mean, this is the thing. You guys, you know, City Skylines is it's a tough sell sometimes. Let's go USA low density for now. Turn off that. Get it right down to the laneway there. All right, now let's go back to UK low density detached, and let's make them the thinness that is required by UK law. Ooh, they're not going to build that one. Dang. I may have run out of desirability for that build or something. Solid. I think the numbers are how many assets are in that grid size. Oh, interesting. Can I... What? I don't even understand how that works. Can I alter it? That's the real question. Okay, now these aren't zoning. Oh, I see what's going on. There's some... They're not actually getting... Ew! USA Southwest went nuts with that. The architect had some thoughts. Oh, I could just do, yeah, natural zoning there then. So platter, you know, and that's the thing they say about platter, right? It's not a perfect system. Yeah, there's something about that terrain isn't letting me override. However, look at that little curve we have. They fit a lot nicer. That's looking better.
The likelihood of hail is very high. Traffic slowdowns and damage to crops and property are expected. Citizens are advised to remain indoors until the situation passes.
Man, they are all about this. Fill the curve with. Oh yeah, exactly. Don't. I don't know if you've noticed my tree use, but. Oop. Hello. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get houses in there. Let's go platter. Let's go UK low density. No, let's go... Where's just a... Oh, base game. Nope. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, now I have to deselect them all. Get out. Get out of here. There we are. EU. North America, low density housing. Let's get some of these in here.
Papa down.
Time to start your 40-minute wrap-up.
The alarm, my timer just started going off as you did that super chat. Is fun. I don't know how you did that. Oh, yeah, something about that doesn't let me force the build, and that's too... It's going to cause issues. Oh, no. Is there a Control Z? No. Gosh. The mods... listen, the thing is... And you understand why games are hesitant about mods. Like, Ice Flake, Colossal Order made all the right decisions when they decided to allow mods. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's good. But it does create all kinds of fun little issues. Too big. There we go. The only reason I would ever remind you of having the end of the stream is there a risk of Mrs. Solid not allowing future streams. It's looking good. I mean, we haven't even done the tree part yet, my friend. Hang on. Okay, let's go UK for this one. These are my favorite ones. Love those little houses. Then along here, we'll do the same. We'll do UK, but a deeper... How deep does the plot go? All the way to the president. Ooh. Whatever. All right, so this is our sort of initial suburb here. Honestly, I have houses like this in my city that are... Why isn't it going straight? It's a weird... It's a rakish angle. Oh, that feels a bit better. This is exactly my experience living on... I don't live on it, but I live very near to a major artery, so that's kind of what that would look like. Dense with houses. And we should probably have a few of those here as well. And yes, like I said, we will diversify them later. Once, like, let's get them... Let's make sure they all spawn and build and everything, and then think about what we actually need to make them livable. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to let me build, and these two aren't going to let me build. Let's go back to platter and see if I can't get one wide one to build. There we go. Tiny little suburb, subdivision. It's okay. We've done better, we've done worse. Birch tree. Let's get the birch tree in here to save our butts. Oh, wait. There we are. We do want them to... Oh, yeah, and I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to plant too many trees in that area. There we are. Spruce. I wish we could have... That's one thing. I'm sure there's a forest brush somewhere out there, and I need to use it, because it's really annoying that you can't pick the, like, several trees to make a forest brush. Let's get some hickory in there. There it is. And I know we got a couple of oaks. I save oak because they have big footprints. Actually, it's getting a little too tree heavy right now, to be honest. Ooh, chestnut. Those are nice. Yeah, I like the color. Okay, so that got Oh, I know what the problem was. You can. At least CPP picks multiple trees at once. I know what my problem was. I don't know how to undo this. I left anarchy on. The thing that was predicted. Tree filter. Okay, let me delete so many trees. I left anarchy on. Where's I need a bulldozer brush. Oh, I could do this though, I think. Select filters plants. Haha! I'm amazing. I'm amazing at this game. All right, let's try that one more time and then let's wrap it up. I gotta work, folks. Anarchy is off. Couple of chestnut trees to fill it in the gaps. I was wondering why I was getting so heavily treed. I was like, oh, this is great. Spruce to fill it in. Good lord. Good heavens. That means I've accidentally put some trees in the middle here, too. Oh, for good lord. And look at the speeds they're doing through this road. I have my work cut out for me cleaning that up. That was my bad. Birch. Some birch in there. There goes my immersion, just moving trees like that. There's an area select tool, but it's a mod. Well, the move it tool worked fine. Yeah, see, oaks are hungry trees. Need a lot of footprint for them oaks. I mean, that is looking a lot better, let's be honest. London Plain. I don't use London Plain a lot, I don't think. Even those chestnut trees are new. Oh, hickory. Got to keep it looking somewhat the same. Every so often you can see them getting planted. That's always good. All right. So we've done a little bit of a suburb here. And it looks quite... That looks great. That looks great. Coming up on the main street that we're going to keep working on and decorating. Love the pub there. A couple of buildings up the main street. But that always happens on a main strip where it's like, this is your kind of the thing that brings the tourists in. And then we split off. Got that gas station there. Built this sort of tech area that I need to pretty up and put a fence around. Still several trees and roads. You mean this whole area? Ugh. But a lot of progress was made today, I gotta say. A lot of I mean, you really gotta get into it to make this kind of progress. So I'm glad you all had the patience for that. I'm happy to be streaming again. We'll see how often it can happen. The plan is to continue, obviously. But it's nice to give Sundays back, because normally, like I said, I went into the office, and that was a little annoying, just because there would always be things in the afternoon like there are today. But now, the mornings can be this. They just might have to be earlier mornings. That's looking decent. That's looking pretty good. There's still some changes to be made. This area here is, I used maximum platter, and it's very Texas-y. It's like very light on foliage. Could fill this area in a little bit more. But it's looking good. It's a good look. This is probably one of my favorite suburbs. Just like a little middle, sort of a cul-de-sac. That is actually a cul-de-sac, I would think. Maybe. Overall, these suburbs are looking quite nice, and I'm happy for that addition. But it's nuts how long it takes to like fill all this out. It's going to take forever, and hopefully the demand keeps up. At which point we cross the river, and then we're into row houses, and then maximum density. And at which point the population is going to absolutely skyrocket. So, you know, hopefully the traffic and mass transit is ready for that, but we'll see. Lick that like button. I love solid CS2 shenanigans too. Oh, plenty of work left to do, as you can tell, but I think that's looking really good. I think that's going to look good in the distance, and then from up close, it's really cute. We just need, like I said, I think we need to fill it out now with these green roof buildings. Is going to look really nice surrounding that. Urban promenades, mixed housing. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of urban promenades around this area, up and around behind it. tree in this little tech area. And then start, just building out communities. Oh, yeah, that's looking really good. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it to be some truly solid content. I do still have some offline stuff coming up. I just need to find a time to edit it. Which doesn't happen. Oh, I went into the post while concluding. If you can still hear me, I love you guys. I hit the button with my phone. I love that Steam lets me know the happiness level of new Beanswick. Thanks, everyone. Hopefully you can still hear me. I don't know if you can still hear me. Bye!